you for joining us, sir. We have with us Mr. Praful Gokakar, Chief Manager Materials, Mazagaon Docks Limited, and Mr. Suhas Jhende, CM Contracts. And our very own Mr. Harsh Gune, Co-Chair of MCCI's Defense Committee. He's there now, right? For the event today, we have the online participation of Mr. Rahul Kanoja, in Indigenization Department, Hindustan Aeronautics Limited. Sir has joined us online. So welcome to the day one of the Anchor Vendor Development Program. Through this initiative, we continue strengthening industry linkages, exploring vendor opportunities, and enabling meaningful collaborations under the Atmanirbhar Bharat initiative. To officially open the program, I request Mr. Harsh Gune, Co-Chair, MCCI's Defense Committee, to please present welcome and opening remarks.
Thank you. Thank you. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, dignitaries on the dais, industry participants, exhibitors. Welcome to yet another successful edition of Pune Expo with the initiatives and as pursued by MCCI. I'll just extend the remarks made by the CEO MIDC yesterday. I don't know how many of you were here in the auditorium about MCCI's initiatives, numerous activities, and of course the upcoming DEF Expo. Just to extend, besides the remark, I mean, MCCI as Defense Committee, of course, pioneered the activities way back in '99, has been taking numerous initiatives, and I'm sure the dignitaries here have been witnessing those initiatives and efforts in order to provide a connect to the armed forces and industries. And I'm sure it is taking to a different level altogether, and we are also in a process of now forming a CFC in emerging technologies. And I'm sure continued interactions with armed forces, and I'm glad we have excellent support from armed forces and PSUs in aspects of reaching out to the industry. So I'm sure the participants will take full advantage of these interactions. Of course, as we say, the indigenization or Atmanirbharta is an ongoing process. We continue to interact regularly and we evolve ways and means of how we tackle the difficulties and challenges. Nevertheless, the positivity is India has talents. I mean, that we have been discussing. Who would imagine that small MSME in Pune has indigenized the rare earth magnets? The whole world is struggling, and Pune, we have a MSME who has done that. So we are all very proud of the Indian talents and capabilities, and it is an endeavor now under Pune DevTech to form an ecosystem which would finally achieve self-reliance. So with this, I welcome you all and hope to see interactions and positive exchange in terms of the opportunities. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, sir, for your continued support to MCCI's initiatives. May I now request Brigadier Viresh, Director, Regional Technology Node HQ Southern Command, to please present the special address.
So I still have the schedule of half an hour, or I need to curtail it down because we are about slightly behind time. I'll try to finish off in time. So members on the dais, members of the dais. Yeah. Can you hear me back? Okay. Representatives of the industries. Academia is also here. I know one academia which is there. Distinguished participants, ladies and gentlemen. Good morning and Jai Hind. Let me first just introduce myself. I am Brigadier Viresh. I currently tenate the appointment of Director of Regional Technology Node, about which MCCI has asked me to speak, which I'll be covering later. And I'm from the Mechanized Infantry Regiment, and I've been fortunate enough to delve into the realms of technology of tanks, ammunition, and armament by virtue of doing the tank technology course and by virtue of doing my gun instructor course. So it's indeed an honor for me to be part of this anchor vendor development program as part of the Pune DevTech segment. And it gives me an immense pleasure to address this august gathering of defense industries, DPSUs, and academia. I was wondering to see some familiar faces because on a lot of contacts of the industry which I have, I saw on their WhatsApp status that please do visit us during this thing, but I can't see a familiar face, but I'm sure they must be in the stalls. And they're the ideal spokesperson for telling what is the role of RTN based on their experience. But before I go to the RTN, since I'm putting on a uniform and we are all educated lot sitting here, there is something which we require to look at the background. We require to look at the changing world order. So the world dynamics today, or the world order today, is very, very fluid. Russia-Ukraine war is about to enter its 4th year in a few months from now. The Armenia and Azerbaijan conflict, which as of now appears to have died down, but it constantly simmers. If you go on the Google and see the amount of imports which both the countries are doing for their arms and ammunition, it can happen anytime. The Israel-Hamas battle. You would have recently heard about the Cambodian army firing rockets into Thailand and Thailand reiterating. Recently concluded phase 1 of Op Sindoor. You know, all these battles have been fought in a different realm, and they give out one very important lesson, that tomorrow's war are not going to be a copybook style war which we have all read or which we have all seen, which means the changing technological paradigm, innovative methods, AI, autonomous soldiers, etc., have transformed the methodology and the art of warfare in all domains, be it the conventional warfare or be it the some conventional warfare. I would just like to read out one quote of Sir William Jennings Bryan, who was the Secretary of the United States during the World War I, mind you, the World War I. And I quote, "In war, science," when we say science today, we can put in bracket as technology. In war, science has proven itself as an evil genius. It has made war more terrible than it was ever before. Man used to be contented to slaughter the enemy on a single plane, that is on earth. Technology has taught him now to go down into the water and shoot from below or go into the air and shoot from top, thus making the battlefield many more times bloodier as it was before, unquote. So this is what he was quoting in World War I. We can now see more than 100 years back, this is the quote, we can now see that how much of technological advancement, how much of changes have taken place. So where are we? When I say we, it means me or the people who are standing in uniform or who are the end users, the defense industries, the startups, the R&D, the DRDO, the defense strategists, the complete ecosystem of defense. As I mentioned earlier, these conflicts or the internal stability and the unpredictability dictate that conflict, whenever it happens, it can have a cascading effect on the imports of arms and ammunition. So what does it mean? It means that any country needs to be self-reliant, especially in the field of defense technology. Growth of a defense industry is not only good for the security of the country. When you say defense, it's not only related to security. As far as US is concerned, the defense industry of US contributes about $1,000 billion to its GDP, very minuscule in percentage. It contributes about 2.5 million jobs to the GDP, to the overall job market of US. And same is the condition with Russia, France, and Israel. 2025, you all are aware, has been declared as the year of defense reforms. So there are many things taking place. Atmanirbhar Bharat, Make in India initiative started off sometime in 2014-15. So if you see the effect of all this, where are we today? In 2014 or 16, sorry, our defense production was approximately 74,000 crores. And 23 figures state at 1.27 lakh crores. And till now, the latest figures which are available off the net speak of about 1.54 lakh crores is the defense production, almost about 80 to 90% or more than 100% jump. And if you compare that what is the division of the percentage, it's between 77% odd to the DPSUs and about 23 odd percent to private industry. Exports, which has seen the more exponential part. Exports in 2014-13 was just about 700 crores, rose to about 21,000 crores, and the government targets the figures have gone to 24,000 crores. 24,000 crores in 2025. As far as the production is concerned, the government targets a production of 3 lakh crores by 2029 and 40,000 crores by 2027. The things are looking bright. However, the sad part is that we still remain a major importer of arms. Till about few years back, India was number one importing of arms at about 9.1% of this thing. Today, we are down to second, first is Ukraine, 8.8%, 8.3%, and we are followed by Qatar and I think Saudi Arabia. So there's a lot to do in our defense industry. But these figures which I spoke of, which are very rosy, has been possible due to what? Due to the Make in India initiatives of the government, self-sufficiency through Digital India, and Atmanirbharta initiatives. I will only focus on the defense part. Simplified rule of doing business, that is change in the defense acquisition procedure, DAP 2020, and of late, the DPM 2025 has been released. Additional fund allocation. There is a capex of, there's a 75% expenditure has to be on indigenized equipment as per the defense secretary. This will not only help in our defense industry to grow, but will also help India to be projected as a major global power of modern weapons, systems and equipment. However, this is only possible if we, that is the armed forces, the research organization, that is DRDO, the academia, the industry, they all work in sync as a team to plug the gaps. And definitely, there has been a change in mindset. Me standing here in uniform, there's been change in mindset in the army or the forces approaching the industry, their outlook towards industry. Me standing here in uniform, Commandant 512 being here to address you, it only goes on to prove that the defense forces have started looking up to the industry and it is not a closed door, secretive things anymore. We are more open to industry initiatives. In view of the challenging neighborhood which we have and the recent experience of Op Sindoor, we cannot, in fact, we were just discussing inside with the reps of Mazagon Dock about the supply chain. So we cannot risk the uncertainty and disruption in supply of military equipment. Because the wars in future, the way Op Sindoor happened, or the way other smaller actions happened, the wars in future will not give us notice. They will start in a very quick time frame. Thus, it highlights that we have to be prepared for any contingency or any crisis at any time. It is again, you might be thinking that I'm repeating this, but it is again very important, therefore, that we are self-sufficient and rely primarily on indigenously developed and manufactured weapons, equipment, vehicles, and other ancillaries. To reduce imports, we require to ensure indigenous R&D and production of systems without any compromise on quality and standards, and keeping the user requirement in mind. In my appointment, I interact with a lot of industries. Sometimes I feel that the user requirement is not kept in mind. Of course, the guidance is given then. Our soldiers who should get the best weapons and equipment to defend the nation. And their life cannot be endangered by the equipment failing at a critical juncture due to its substandard quality. I think that will be a crime. And apart from laying emphasis, which is happening today, is on the cutting edge technologies in terms of electronics, AI, autonomous systems, etc., etc. We also need to think about the existing technology which is currently available with our platforms and how same technology has been transformed worldwide. So how do we take that technology up? So towards, this is the backdrop, towards this and meeting the aim of the self-reliance, Indian Army went ahead and established the Army Design Bureau in 2016, and made them as a nodal agency to pioneer the next-gen technology or next-generation technology into the Indian Army. ADB has evolved over a period of time as an excellent interface between the industry, academia, DRDO, and the Army, of course. Through the ADB, there are various schemes which has been taken up, and I'm sure a lot of you would be aware of it, for the defense industry also, the MSMEs, the startups, the academia, to showcase their products and innovations. There is a compendium of problem definition statement. The last one was released during the Aero India in February 25. IDEX challenges, which you are all aware of. TDF, the Technology Development Fund, which is handled by the DRDO, the Army Technology Board. All these are source of funding from approximately 1.5 CR to about 250 CR, which is given for projects which are approved. And recently, first of its kind seminar called as TSATs, Technologies, Tri-Service Academia Technologies Seminar. TSATs was held in New Delhi in Mccia, and it was very heartening to see the number of academia which attended that, and the thought process of these young boys and girls who are investing their time and their energies into thinking about how to improve our defense system. The make procedures have been also energized now with almost 74% FDI allowed. So for better interaction, this was the ADB level, that is at the level of the Army quarter. For better interaction at the lower or the local level, ADB thought of branching out. So first of the regional technology node was established in Pune in 2021. There are almost all the commands which have the regional technology node now. And of course, we are also having our sub-nodes which are at various places. So RTN, what does RTN do? RTN acts as a fulcrum between the industries, the field army, and the academia. We are designed, amongst our other responsibilities, to facilitate various trials and assist you to familiarize with our present equipment and future needs. This will result definitely in greater interaction and synergy between all stakeholders, enabling early resolution of specific problems of the Indian Army. Aligned to this are the various R&D projects which we take up at the regional technology node level. We have almost about 30 plus projects going. A few of the projects that technology is either in the pipeline to get inducted or has already got inducted. So we need to join hands and move forward toward the aim of Atmanirbharta and self-dependency in weapons and technology. However, I would urge the industry also to familiarize, because the policies keep changing. There are various websites to familiarize themselves with other websites of the DRDO and other such organizations on the latest. Now, Southern Command, I'll just speak about Southern Command because I represent RT in Southern Command. Southern Command is the largest command of the Indian Army. The complete peninsular India is being looked after by Southern Command. How does it translate into certain figures? This is of all of the net. Of the 25 industrial hubs which have been nominated in the country, 14 form part of the Southern Command. Of the 20 industrial cities, 13 are part of Southern Command. Various academias, IIT Mumbai, Chennai, IISc Bangalore, IISER Pune, and other such NIITs are located in Southern Command. There are various other IITs also located, IIT Trichy, with whom we are doing a project. 26 DRDO labs, 14 ordnance factories, and other hubs. Pune itself is a hub for auto manufacturing. It's a hub for manufacturing industry, IT. There are various startup incubation centers, various organizations like MCCI in Pune, Magic in Aurangabad. There is an organization called as SIDA in Coimbatore. I was recently there for a seminar in Trivandrum. There is a complete Kerala is looking at the defense ecosystem. All these are there in Southern Command. There are 5 field firing ranges, which is the most essential thing which is required for the industry to test their equipment, which are part of Southern Command. And desert and the coastal terrain, which is very peculiar to only Southern Command, is in our area of responsibility. Southern Command as a headquarter, when there is an equipment which has to be tried out, if it is an equipment which deals with mechanized infantry, probably I can comment on it because I've grown up in that equipment. If this is equipment which is to be dealt with RT, so there are artillery specialists. If there is an equipment to be dealt towards maintenance or something, so EME people are there. So these verticals are all there. So Southern Command as a headquarter has got all these verticals. So if any equipment is projected to us as a prospective equipment or prospective technology, we as a headquarter have got people to comment on that. We're also a center, we have got multiple centers for training with foreign armies. You would have read recently in the paper about training with the Australian Army, training with Cambodian Army. Indo-Maldives exercise is currently under progress in Trivandrum. When you say foreign army, there is a ruling which has come now that whenever a foreign army comes for training, we are allowed to do an industry display. And that gives industry a chance to showcase their project to the foreign army. So in a nutshell, if I just want to put it in one line, Southern Command has got a complete ecosystem, ab initio to ideate, innovate, develop, test, certify, and produce. So this is all available in Southern Command. So I would urge the industry, apart from the work being undertaken by you all for Pan-India, we would recommend you to consider issues which would be specific concern to us. In fact, we've been doing that with a lot of industries, keeping in mind the dusty and the extreme weather conditions prevalent in the terrain in which we operate, that is the deserts and the coastal terrain. In addition to the weapons which are required, when I say weapons, means please include everything into it, weapons and technology which is required for communication, for surveillance, for mobility, for drones and counter drones. There are also, in such conditions, avenues available to look into habitat for in such conditions or the power supply solutions. This is another area of concern. There is a lot of vintage equipment which is held with the Indian Army. When I say vintage, the spares are not coming. So there is a huge scope for indigenization. I'm sure you would be covering, he would be covering the details of indigenization subsequently. So while the indigenization is being handled at the Department of Indigenization at the Army quota level, we in Southern Command have got together with certain industries, and for some of our equipment, we have taken up a number of R&D projects, funding the projects for indigenization. Rest, Commandant 512 will cover. So I will just say what can you expect from RTN. So RTN is actually the hub. One side is the field army. When I say field army, is the units and the formations. One side is the industry, and one side is the academia. If the field army is on a lookout for a particular solution, so I scan what is the solution available. Or if the industries come up with something which is interesting or can be absorbed or can be made a use case for the army, then I tell the field army. Or we require together to do a research, we get the academy involved. So scan, scout, and interface. That is the charter of regional technology node for niche technology and potential solutions. Now I'll just give you a few bulleted points on this regional technology node. It is an avenue for you to showcase your technology to the field formations. We facilitate the NCNC or the no cost, no commitment demo, a demonstration of the trials which you want to do. We facilitate the industry and the startups to visit and see an equipment which they want to identify before they get into that technology development. There is also a thing called as forward area tour, which through the MCCIA, when the industry, it's a ADB driven thing where industry is allowed to visit the forward areas. So whenever the vacancy comes, we give it to the MCCI, and through the MCCI, we've been able to nominate a few industry reps who've gone for the forward area too. Requirement of ranges for testing or for trials, that is also handled by us for the industry. Engagement in the R&D projects, which we do. Of course, at RTN level, I don't identify industry, but at the lower level, people identify industry, oblique academia with which they want to do the R&D. Any guidance which is sought for the CPT. Earlier, we used to have this session with the MCCIA, where we, either me or somebody used to sit down and speak to the MSMEs, oblique startups, that what they want. Today, I do it independently with the startup whenever they want some guidance. Of course, Southern Command, our target is to interact, handhold, and mentor the MSMEs and the startups. So how we work, there is an official email ID which we have, on which we ask the industry whenever they approach us to send a proposal. Then there's a proposal form which we have, which is given to the industry. Based on the proposal form and the analysis, with the product is already at TRL 8-9, which is ready for production and ready for absorption, then I don't get in, because procurement, RTN doesn't have any role. Then it's a ready-made product, which we send out the leaflet to the formations. If they want to procure, they can procure. But if you want in that proposal form, you give us whether we decide that we require to understand this equipment slightly more in detail. Then we call the industry for a presentation to us. Oblique, if we ask them to do a NCNC trials. The email ID and etc. is all available with the MCCI also, or you can take it from me subsequently. Well, everything looks very rosy when I speak of these last few minutes. But there are certain points which I think that we require to think about as industry, and even as a user, we should think about. While we have developed into technology has developed to quite an extent, but we still lag in certain critical technology area. The aero engines, advanced material, we're just discussing this, and certain high-end electronics. The procurement procedures, although they are being streamlined, they are being made easy, but they're still very lengthy. It took Rafael almost 17 years to get inducted. Where are the delays? Let's not go there. Private sector participation. I was just giving an example to some people just about some time back, that when I joined as director of the regional technology node in the month of August last year, for first few months or 6-7 months, I had almost at least one industry or one startup or one MSME visiting my office to seek guidance or whatever. But in last 2 or 3 months, probably only 2 or 3 people have just come to my office. What does it indicate? That, since the order books there are no sure order books, so the private sector participation is getting very, very limited now. R&D funding, this is a government decision. We are just about at 6% of our defense budgets, where other countries are at between 12 to 20%. US almost spends 20% on the R&D budget. Quality control, I mentioned earlier. Quality control is a major challenge. The CQA, the ADG CQA was here in MCCI the other day. I wonder how many of you attended that seminar in MCCIA. And he gave out very clearly how CQA is also now delineating their responsibilities down to smaller offices or the lower offices to give the quality assurance. But quality control is a major factor. The rejection rates are very high. 12 to 15% is what the Google tells me. I think I have got nothing more to say. I would like to just give you a quote from Chanakya here. In army we follow that before we finish anything, we must give out something. So Chanakya, one quote is there. हिंदी सबको आती है ना हिंदी? तो अगर शास्त्र को भुलाओगे या शास्त्र को भूलोगे तो अपनी संस्कृति खो दोगे. शास्त्र मतलब whatever are scriptures. अगर शास्त्र को भूलोगे तो अपनी संस्कृति खो दोगे. लेकिन अगर शस्त्र को भूलोगे तो अपना देश ही खो दोगे. So you can just see what is important, whether it is shastra or shastra. So I would like to conclude by complimenting and thanking the MCCIA to get all the participants on board for an interactive session. I'm available for interaction if somebody wants to ask something. And this is just a very push which is required for us to all jointly move ahead. I'm sanguine that this would be taken forward in the right earnest and with a sense of purpose. I wish you all the very best, and I'm more than confident that together we can make significant contribution toward making India Atmanirbhar. Thank you, and Jai Hind.
Thank you, sir, for the insightful address and for sharing the overview of the Southern Command and its activities. Next, may I invite Brigadier Sachin Kalia, Commandant 512 Army Base Workshop, for his presentation.
Good morning, everybody, to the panelists. Sir, for very informative talk you have given. So this is a good opportunity for me to present the views as a manufacturer inside uniform. So you are manufacturers outside uniform, and I am manufacturer inside uniform. The base workshops, which one of them I command, actually happens to be the force regenerating entities for Indian Army. We have 8 such base workshops in the country. They are in the business of repowering the equipment once it is exploited in the field. Say a tank which lives in the field army for 15 years, works there, it develops certain snags, defects, and other, so it requires refurbishment. So it's pulled back, refurbished, and sent back for another lease of 15 years of life. So that is the kind of equipment we are also handling. It is called BMP. Used by Mech forces of Indian Army, around 3,000 plus in numbers. And here in Pune, we are the only Indian Army agency who's into the business of repowering it. So it is a very complex set of machine, around 7,000 various types of components. And all of them are pulled out, checked for their quality. Some of them are reused based on their condition. And some are to be procured from the sources like you, and some private sector entity, public sector entities like DPSUs and others. So that is how my supply chain is spread across maybe 10 to 12 states and various vendors and manufacturers. Now why I'm here today is to give you an insight that how you can be a part of this entire process and how we can facilitate based on your competence, how you can be onboarded, how you can generate some business with us. And I'll be happy because my supply chain will be shorter and we can interact on a day-to-day basis because you are local, we are here in Pune. So anything coming from far and wide, I'm always welcome for a local manufacturer to come and replace and give us a quality. Quality is very important. Sir's last message was related to quality only because there are issues with quality. Whenever we have tried to go across and build a person to develop a product for us, somewhere the quality loses its sheen, which is actually the rock bottom of our relationship. Because I can depend on you for quality and numbers, then you are my reliable suppliers. But if your numbers and your quality is not there, then I have to look for somebody else. So to start with, I'll just give you an overview of how Headquarter Base Workshop Group and Base Workshops function. We have recently done a memorandum of understanding with MCCIA, and through that memorandum of understanding, the local manufacturers of Pune can access all 8 base workshops depending upon your expertise. So I'll just give you an overview of what all workshops are there. For tank T-72 and T-90, we have 505 Army base workshop operating from Delhi. For guns, we have like Bofors, 130 mm and IFG, LFG and many other guns. It is Jabalpur, 506 Army base workshop. For Tatra and other B vehicles, we have 2 base workshops, that is 507 and 508. They are located at Kankinara and Allahabad. 509 deals with electronics and radars and such like items. So that they are located at Agra. 510 primarily AD equipment and again vehicles. They are at Meerut. BMP, I told you, 512 Army base workshop. We are located at Khadki and we are into the business of refurbishing BMP vehicles. And last but not the least is 515 Army base workshop, which is at Bangalore. They are into simulators and drone manufacturing as of now. So if you can see that all base workshops put together, we are the only agency which is repowering the weapon platforms of Indian Army. The Navy has naval docks, the Air Force has base repair depots, and Army has base workshops. So, all in all, around 120 BMPs roll out from Pune every year. Recently, we also completed VT-72, that is a recovery vehicle which was done for the first time. And guns are also being overhauled with us. So, any one of you, I'll tell you which all areas we can collaborate and work together as 512 now. So, first is spares. I have a huge inventory of spares which we call production hold-up items. These are those items which are holding my production back because the supply chain is either defunct or it has gone, it is not giving me the adequate quality or numbers. So those spares are always on display in my workshop. Any one of you can come, see what all the items are. We will give you the drawings, we'll give you the material specifications, we'll give you all details. We'll do the hand holding, even CAD CAM drawings, and even sample if you want. We'll facilitate that. But the issue is that you have to go back and produce that first sample. And we'll facilitate the testing also, and in case certain flaws are there, we'll educate you to go back, rework on that, and bring it back till the time your product is passed. I think more than this, industry cannot get a help than this. So my my premises are always open. Any one of you through MCCIA or directly taking number from Mr. Harsh, you can always be in touch with us. So there is no problem in that. So I have said that sample room is always available for you guys to visit us, take samples, request for drawings, specifications. On non-disclosure agreement which we have to do, that we'll do. We have a format. That is essential requirement. Then I have a lot of plant and machinery to facilitate my production. Every year I end up buying so many welding machines, so many pneumatic equipment, so many hydraulic equipments, so many CNC machines. Anybody who is into the business of producing the production or manufacturing related products can also come on board. Third part is outsourcing of services. Services in terms of skilled manpower, around 250 skilled manpower is outsourced by me every year. And that is an area where if somebody is interested can come in. Also, we are into the business of doing annual maintenance contracts for sustaining the equipment, which is already there. Say for cranes, which are operating in the unit. There are multiple machines which are critical for my production. Their annual maintenance contract with 90% plus uptime can also be taken up with us. In addition to that, anybody with Industry 4.0 credentials or working in the areas of say automation can always come on board. We are into the areas of VR also. We are doing quality inspection based on visual cameras, and such like projects are going on. So you can always come on board. Now, there is a little bit of shyness or people are averse to directly engage with us, but that is the way forward. Defense is opening up. My previous speaker has alluded to you that how much big an opportunity it is, that the baby steps if you want to take now, maybe decade later you will be the main player. Like yesterday or day before I was with Idea Forge in Mumbai. Those three gentlemen who passed out from IIT Mumbai started manufacturing drones, and today we know how big a factory or industry it is. It is around 1,000 crore plus. And a sister concern next to them was just making drone motors. A very small complex, maybe size of this room itself. They are producing drone motors for the entire country. They are BLDC motors or induction motors or encoders or whatever. You say a thing, he's producing. So, but in your case, in Pune, the orientation towards defense, I think we need to synergize more. You have to visit us more. We have to come back to you more. And we, rather than going to Bombay and going to other places, I should be getting my solutions here in Pune itself. Another thing which we are doing is IR&D grant, which is directly allocated to us. Sir has also said that I should be covering indigenization. Indigenization is now steered by nodal indigenization cells under Directorate of Indigenization. I am happy to say that only recently one NIC center has come up in my base workshop. So that is also co-located. You visit me, I take you to NIC also. And what is NIC's role? The Nodal Innovation Cell's role is that your product, once it is passed, it is now available for the entire country. For the formations which are deployed ahead, your product can also not only serve my needs, it will serve the needs of the user in the field also. So another good thing which has happened is DPM 2025, which has enabled us in a big way. Earlier your inhibition was that I don't get minimum order quantity. Your order is not viable that I should be producing and investing into that. But today we can give you a MOQ order straight away. So my thinking on this is that you come to us, you pick up a product, you standardize it, you engineer it, you develop it, and 5-year lock-in period is thereafter assured. That no other supplier will be given order of that. That is the provision of this year's defense procurement manual. So both your issues that viable quantity should be given and I should be getting orders for next 5 years are addressed in this. So if not now, I don't know what more we can do to enable the industry. See, we've set up a plant, we take loan, we put up machinery, we hire people, and we are never sure that whether my venture is going to finally succeed a decade or 2 decades or 3 decades or 6 months or 1 year. A risk-taking ability is always there with the entrepreneur. But here your risk is minimized by picking up a partner who is sharing all his knowledge base with you without looking for any return. So I think nobody can offer you such a risk-free adventure as we can offer you, that we are your partners in development, and thereafter you come along and then do your production. We are also engaging with academia. Yesterday, day before, I was with IIT Mumbai, and last night I was with the I-Square IT for this hackathon, and today I'm here. So that shows the intent of Indian Army that we want to actively engage with academia as well as industry to move forward, to facilitate your move, to make you successful, and ensure our supply chains to be effective. We are there to guide you. Once you come to us, we will give you all the documentation which is required to register yourself with us, with GEM, and we'll do hand-holding till the time you become my authorized supplier or a vendor. So it is only an initiative from your side to come across, showcase your product line, and then be onboarded with us. Another thing which we are pioneering in 512 Army Base Workshop is rubber technology. We are the only agency which is rubberizing tracks of A vehicles and bogie wheels manufacturing inside the workshop. But my capacity enhancement is required, for which I need partners. Partners in you who can come, invest, take a know-how from us. We'll give you the design details, we'll give you the composition, we will give you the manufacturing process also. But only thing is, you have to put your own people, your own space, your own plant and machinery, and scale it up. So today, if I'm producing, say, 100 bogie wheels in a year, the demand is 1,000, 1,500 plus. So somebody has to fill in that gap. That is a big opportunity. Anybody wants details of that, I can share later on. In addition to that, a lot of fabrication projects are also coming up. Fabrication in terms of small vehicular units, small ATVs, all-terrain vehicles, such like ideas are also welcome. In addition to that, we are also moving to electrification of the tanks. One project for which RFP is already uploaded and it is up for bidding is electrical powering to BMP. That is already uploaded, you can access. Last but not the least, we are more than happy to help you to establish yourself into defense sector. Defense sector, I say in totality for army at least, because don't look at me as just a man in Khadki who's only making BMPs. Through our window, you can access electronics into army, guns of army, vehicles of army, anything under the sun, which is being overhauled by us as base workshop group. I can give you an access to that particular workshop through us and MCCI. And this is courtesy the MOU which we had done, that it is officially stamped. It is not that one person's vocation, that Brigadier Kalia is here today, so we are interacting. Now, Army headquarters has endorsed this togetherness. So it will continue for years to come, and I am hopeful that it will go further and further. Around 5-6 of your vendors have already started collaborating with us. They are onboarded, they are developing products, and I'll welcome any one of you who wants to come in. And even beyond you, if you have heard me that you know somebody specialist in a domain which I just spoken, which is not your domain, you can always pass on the message and they can be in touch with us. And I'm thankful to sir also, my previous speaker, to give a beautiful insight into the current status and the future of collaboration between industry, academia and armed forces. Thank you very much. Wish you all the very best. Thank you.
Thank you, sir, for such an encouraging and warm welcoming remarks. We would like to felicitate all our delegates for the day. I request Mr. Harsh Gune, co-chair of MCCI's Defense Committee, to please felicitate the guests. So we can use this space. Mr. Brigadier Viresh, Director, Regional Technology Node HQ, Southern Command. Thank you so much, sir, for joining us today and for your address. Brigadier Sachin Kalia, Commandant 5 and 2 Army Base Workshop. The team from Mazagaon Docks, Mr. Praful Gokakar and Mr. Suhas Jhende. The team from BEML, Bharat Earth Movers Limited, Mr. Ramkrishna Gautam, and Ms. Alisha, who is with us today. You may join us on the stage, please. Thank you. May we have a group picture, please? We also have with us online Mr. Rahul Kanuja, Indigenization Department, Hindustan Aeronautics Limited. Sir, we are very grateful to you that you've joined us today. We missed you having you in person, though.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. For the next presentations, may I request all the delegates to please join us in the audience. I invite on stage Mr. Nikhil Chowdhury, MSSIDC RAMP consultant, for a brief presentation about MSSIDC and RAMP.
सर्वांना नमस्कार आणि गुड मॉर्निंग. 12 वाजायला 5 मिनिट बाकी आहे अजून. We all are pretty much aware how COVID pandemic hit our MSMEs and entire ecosystem. So Ministry of MSME has come up with the program called Raising and Accelerating MSME Performance with the help of World Bank. Once again, good morning everyone. My name is Nikhil Valmikrao Chaudhary. I am representing Maharashtra Small Scale Industries Development Corporation. I am working as a consultant and a part of State Project Implementation Unit from KPMG. So MSSI DC is a nodal agency to implement RAM program in Maharashtra. So here I am to give you brief about what is RAM Maharashtra. So Ministry has come up with some disbursement link indicators. Like there are already ongoing schemes for Ministry, for MSMEs by Ministry of MSME. So these are 6 indicators and 2 KRAs, key result areas. What we are going to do in this scheme and how it will be beneficial for the MSMEs. To going into deep, these are interventions which we are implementing in Maharashtra for MSMEs. So as earlier presenter talked about quality and quantity, so we are implementing soft intervention like capacity building program for MSMEs. So we have certain target to be implemented in 3 years. Now we are in the second year of this RAM program. MCCI is one of our implementing agency, as there are 40 plus industry associations are implementing partner in RAM project in Maharashtra. So these are some interventions that we are imparting in across all districts of the Maharashtra. So we'll cover one by one. The journey for MSMEs through RAM. So basically, we provide capacity building program. There are certain subject like self optimization, then women and SC/ST, anchor vendor development program. How it will be helpful for MSME to enhance financial knowledge, GST. All these topics will be covered in the capacity building program. Then for business development services, we have BFC and Mentor. And talking about market access, there are reverse bias seller meet. We talk about import and export. So we will be conducting 10 reverse buyer seller meet through this RAM program. And till date, we have concluded 2 RBSM. One with Federation of Indian Export Organization was in Mumbai, and second was conducted in October with India SME Forum. So next RBSM we are going to focus on sector specific, like we will be having with engineering export promotion councils and hopefully with defense PSUs as well. So these are some initiatives which we are implementing through RAM program. And today's vendor development program is one of them. So as I talk about the capacity building program, so these are some components which we are covering in capacity building program. Anchor vendor development, enhanced financial knowledge, then digital submission of loan application. Innovative scheme like intellectual property right, where we are covering Z certification, while talking, as we can emphasize on Z certification for quality check. Then self-assessment, GEM portal again for procurement, to how MSMEs can avail, how they can register on GEM portal, and how it will be helpful for them for the procurement purpose. And the last component is women and ST/ST entrepreneurs. Our focus is how we can enhance the number of women entrepreneurs and SC/ST's contribution to our ecosystem. As I talk about the market access, reverse buyer seller meet, as I already spoken, one is anchor vendor development program and innovative and logistic packaging solution. So right now we are working on our one of the initiative like component for packaging solutions. We are in talk with Indian Institute of Mumbai for hackathon and other district level and state level program for packaging solutions, which we will be covering. ODOP will be the focus sector in that. One of our scheme is flatted factory. So we are inviting application. So I urge all participants here, you can scan that QR code where we are providing 50% subsidy to MSMEs, those who are operating on industrial estate. So it will help them financially. So there are certain conditions for it, like they will be operationalized since last 5 years, not older than that. And we are going to target almost 900 to 1200 MSMEs in coming year. So this is ongoing scheme. You can scan the QR code and land on the application page as well. So that will be 50% up to 40,000 per month. Subsidy will be provided as a rental subsidy to MSMEs, those who are operating in industrial estate. These are some eligible criteria. When you land on that application page, you have to submit the PAN and GST registration, like CA certificate, rental agreement. So these are some basic documents which we are going to evaluate from received application. This is the application process. Like it is mentioned over there. You can apply till 31st March, but I urge you all that first phase is going to we are inviting and also scrutinizing application in the first phase, from first phase. So as early as possible, if you can submit the application, it will be helpful for MSMEs. So till date, this is what we have achieved through our implementing agencies. Like MCCI is one of the partner, as I already mentioned. So these are the numbers, like more than 1 lakh participants we have reached in 1.5 years of this RAM program, from all the capacity building program, anchor vendor development program, and RBSMs. So if you can see the number, like 28% we covered in Pune, because obviously the number of MSMEs are more in Pune, and partner like MCCI, they are very focused and very aggressive in terms of providing this capacity building program and market access program to the MSMEs. And likewise, other districts we are also covering. So in skill development and capacity building, you can see the numbers. So this is what we have achieved till date. These are the glimpses from first RBSM. So there are some products and sectors and the countries from where we invited foreign buyers. Here we are providing a platform to export ready MSMEs to showcase their product and services to foreign buyers. So this has been done with the help of FIO, in collaboration with FIO. And this was a recently we concluded with India SME Forum. There are 32 MOUs we sign and hoping to boost some export from MSMEs from the all sectors of Maharashtra. These are some photographs. Like we are also having skill development program like solar panel installation and B2B meetings. And these are some vendor development program picture as well from the MCCI's event. So for any query or if you want to participate or if you want to take a benefit of this scheme, you can contact, my contact number is there and my mail ID is also mentioned there. So thank you so much everyone for listening me here. If you have any query, I am here, you can connect with me. Thank you. Yes, sir. Yes. So there were 43 international buyers from 19 plus countries. And in second one, 40 plus buyer from 15 countries. So, but both these RBSM were conducted in, it was not sector specific. It was from agriculture to electronics and everything was there. But now our MD MSIDC said that we should focus on engineering, automobile and defense sector as well. So going forward, we will be having one RBSM with MCCI hopefully in February, and rest 8 will try to get it done in till June. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Nikhil, for that presentation. And we at MCCI have been always honored to collaborate with MSSIDC on several initiatives that benefit MSMEs. Next, we have Mr. Rahul Kanuja, Indigenization Department, Hindustan Aeronautics Limited. Sir has joined us online. Sir, can you hear me?
Ma'am, he's coming within 5 minutes. He's coming within 5 minutes, ma'am.
Okay, ma'am. So maybe he can join. We'll continue with the agenda. He can join and be ready for the next presentation. Okay. So while he's back, we will move on to Mazagaon Docks Limited. May I invite on stage Mr. Praful Gokakkar.
Hello. Hello.
Yes,
Hello.
sir.
Ma'am, should we join? Should we do the presentation?
Yes, sir. Yes. You may begin, sir.
Yeah. Should we share the presentation?
Yes. Just go to the slideshow mode, please.
Yeah. The slide.
Yes.
The slide. Is it visible, ma'am?
Yes, sir. You may begin.
Yeah. Good afternoon, respected guests and my dear colleagues. Myself, Rahul Kanuja from HAL Nasik. Actually, today's presentation was planned by Dr. Ajit Bhandakar, sir, AGM Indigenization and Central Lab, but due to some reason, he couldn't come. So, on behalf of Ajit, sir, I am doing the presentation. Previously, I was planning to come to Pune, but due to some reason, I couldn't come. So, I am doing the presentation through VC only. Please. I will brief about the indigenous development of rotable spares, raw materials. Firstly, I will brief you about the HAL. HAL is established in 1940. And HAL is HAL is largest aerospace and defense company in India, and it is upgraded as Maharatna on 12th October 2024. It is a over 3.58 billion company, and in 24-25 revenue from operations was rupees 30,980 crores, and it is among the top 50 global aerospace companies. And it is supporting Indian defense services over 8 decades. and it has manufactured 17 type of Indian licensed aircraft oblique helicopters and 14 types of licensed aircraft helicopters, and it has 21 production units all over in the India and 10 R&D centers across the India. It is public listed in March 2018. This is the history of HAL. It was established in 1940 by Seth Walchand Hirachand, and at that time it was known as Hindustan Aircraft Private Limited. And in 1963 it is changed as Aeronautics India Limited, and in October 1964 it is named as Hindustan Aeronautics Limited. In 2007 it got the Navaratna status. In 2015, it has completed 75 years of services to nation. And in March 2018, it is listed, publicly listed. And in October 2024, its status is Maharatna. This is the HAL capability. HAL is involved in maintenance, repair, and overhaul of helicopters, aircraft. It is manufacturing the aircraft, helicopters, engine systems, and it is manufacturing structure for launch vehicles and satellites, and it is also doing the midlife upgrade and life extension of aircraft, and it is doing missile integration like BrahMos missile on existing platform, and parallelly it is doing D&D and manufacturing of UAVs also. This is the 360-degree support to Indian Air Force. HAL is doing technical support to Indian Air Force bases. It during warranty and spare support. It also do the aircraft modification for various systems, and it is giving engineering support to operating bases as bases also. HAL do the snag disposition support, rectification, and it is doing the design licensing support to Air Force bases, and it is also giving training to customers. Next, please. These are the major projects what we are doing at Nasik. Firstly, we are doing manufacturing of HTT. These are the new projects. Manufacturing of HTT-40 aircraft at Nasik division. HTT aircraft recently, it is in the first flight has been carried out and it is successful. And second is manufacturing of LCA. Third line LCA has been established in HAL Nasik division, and first LCA has flown now. And third is the civil MRO support. The contract was signed with the Airbus on 9th November 2023 for establishment of C checks. Now we will talk about the Su-30 ROH project. These are the various participating divisions for Su-30 ROH project. Obviously, our aircraft overall division is the main division. We are doing the airframe, hydraulic system, pneumatic, electrical, avionics aggregates, and afterwards final integration and final acceptance of aircraft. We are taking We are taking support from avionics division, Korwa. Korwa division UP is involved in avionics aggregates, and avionics division Hyderabad is doing support for radio and radar system, and Lucknow division is providing and repairing these hydraulic, pneumatic, and fuel aggregates. And parallelly, 11 BRD Indian Air Force is doing support for ejection seat and gun and roll equipments. And for engine, we have engine division at Koraput. They are overhauling and manufacturing these engines for Su-30. This is the timeline for this. Firstly, Su-30 is inducted. After doing one TBO, Su-30 is inducted at HAL Nasik. Then we do the dismantling of complete Su-30. Then we do the structure repair. And parallelly, afterwards, we do the component overhauling at various rotable shops, and we take the support of our concerned divisions also. Then we do the engine overhauling at Koraput division. Then afterwards, aircraft equipping had started, and then we do the system testing at our final assembly shops, and then flight test at flight hangar. The current year plan is overhauling of 20 aircrafts this year. Now I come to Indianization approach. For this, we require your support. I am very much thankful to MCCI for giving us opportunity to present our indirection opportunities at your base. This is the indirection. These are the major requirement why we do the indirection. These are the everybody knows why we do go for indirection, because we do for self-reliance, foreign exchange saving, obsolescence management. These are the reasons why we go for indirection. Next, please. And these are the categories on which we require the support from your side. Firstly, the automatic replacement spares. These spares are required at Air Force bases after 100 or 200 years, 200 hours of servicing. Then in aircraft, we require mandatory spares also. This consists of rubber components and the spares which are after every overhaul, these has to be replaced. These are mandatory spares. Then non-mandatory spares, this consists of filter elements and brackets. Then electrical and mechanical LRUs, raw material, aluminum alloys, then titanium alloys, then consumable various type of enamels, various type of sealing compound, greases. These consist in this consumable. Next, please. These are the major international initiative by HAL. HAL, firstly, HAL has a dedicated innovation fund. For this, we go for make one process, and second, sometimes we go for make two process. And with the vendors, we share the testing facility, whatever available at HAL. We share the details of testing facility with the private vendors, and all these items which we have to be Indianized are uploaded on the Shrijan Defense portal, and it is also uploaded on the Make in India portal in HAL website. Next, please. These are the two processes what we follow at HAL. First is the make one process, and second is the make two process. Make one process is the HAL do the funding for development. Then we do the payment as the phased manner. And after completion of development, we give the complete payment. In make two process, initially we give the nil value order to vendors, and after development, they get the assured order, and afterwards they will get the money for that development order, development cost and unit cost after development. These are the initiative. These are the make one process. If you can see in detail, firstly the make one evaluation of price bid, then we do the placement of order, then afterwards design and development is started. And in the make two, initially vendor has to do the design and development, then we evaluate the price bid, and afterwards we give the nil value purchase orders. These are the basic make to procedure, whatever we follow in HAL. Firstly, we formulate the Indian committee, which evaluate what are the items which we have go for Indian. Then we take the approval from competent authority. Then we issue the expression of interest to vendors. It is uploaded on our HAL website and GEM portal also. Then afterwards we get the responses from various vendors, and we give the nil value project sanction order to vendors. Then they start the design and development activity. Then after design and development activity, QT and flight trials has been carried out, and if it is successful, then we will give them firm order afterwards. This is the same process, whatever I told you. Next, please. This is the basic flowchart of Indian HAL. First is the receipt of requirement from Indian planning. Then we do the feasibility study. Then afterwards we prepare the technical specification and type test schedule along with the design and coordinate through RCMA. Then after this type testing schedule, then we go for market survey. Then we get the vendors. Then parallelly we prepare the production acceptance schedule also, and then we go for purchase order release. Then after purchase order release, we do the kickoff meeting with vendor. Then firstly, we do the primary design review meeting. Initially, we discuss the how vendor will take the development activity. This will be discussed in this PDR meeting. It is attended by RCMA, DGEK, AFLE, Indian Air Force. Then afterwards, we finalize the design document. Then after finalization design document, we go for CDR, critical design review meeting. In this, we finalize the further process for development. Then after CDR meeting, the vendor will provide the sample, engineering sample. Then after this fabrication, after assembly of this unit, assembly of this LRUs, we go for prototype fabrication. Then after prototype fabrication, we do the visual examination, fitment functional trial. If it passes, then it's good. We go for qualification testing as per test schedule. And after test schedule, after completion of all the tests in test schedule, we go for approval through our RCMA Semilac. We also initiated, along with the MOD, positive international list. It is the Ministry of Defense publishes these lists in Shijan Defense portal. Next, please. These are the 5 lists, whatever is summary of the which is dealing by HL. First PIL list, there were 23 items. Already we have Indianized 11 items and remaining are under process. In PIL 2, 22 items we have taken. 1 item is under flight trial and 18 are in prototype development, and 3 for this purchase order to be released. And like this latest list, this PIL 5 list. In this 94 items we have uploaded, and 21 lines already we have Indianized. 7 lines are under certification, and 20 lines you can attack on this 20 lines for that RFP to be released. 20 lines you can attack. If you want, you can check these list on the Shijan portal. Shijan portal, MOD has developed and launched Shijan Defense Portal for India's development with the opportunity for Make in India in defense. Initially HL as a complete division has uploaded in excess of 33,000 number of imported parts in this portal, and various private vendors has shown interest and indigenized the item through Shijan Defense Portal, and HL is continuously interacting with this interested vendor. I will tell you how we can go in the Shijan Defense Portal. Next, please. This is the Shijan Defense Portal. In this, if you upload shijandefense.gov.in, https://shijandefense.gov.in, then you will get this type of site. Then you can log in that portal, or without login also, if you can directly see all the DPSUs has uploaded the items, whatever to be Indianized have uploaded these item. Next, please. Like these are the items uploaded. In this, the product details is also given, and photograph, various item photograph is given. And if you click on this product details, you will get the details about the product. Next, please. These are like the item description you will get, a specification, quantity also, whatever is required, it is given. Next, please. Like HL Kanpur division, this is the DPSU HL Kanpur division, this is the PRO number, and these are part number, everything is given. Next, please. Like this specification, you can download the specification also in this Shijan Defense portal. Next, please. And even contact person's name is also given. Contact person's mail ID is also given. If you want to get any further more information, you can mail him. These are the next, please. You can log in, or there is a portal is there, show interest. You can show interest also. Then we will get the mail from your side. This is all about the Shijan Defense portal. If you go through it, then definitely we will get the requirement from all the HL divisions. And parallelly, one HL website is also there. That is a Make in India website from HL. Like in this, we have given the objective, all the nodal agencies, contact number, Indian opportunities, the type of items, whatever we have to go for Indian. Next, please. In this, this is the policy also, HL corporate policy. Next. And here registration forms are also there. You can do the vendor registration here online also. This is the website for outsourcing also. Outsourcing procedure, outsourcing list of the contact persons, name, detailed list. Outsourcing is also there. This is the testing facility, whatever the testing facility at various HL division is uploaded here. Now the status of Indian for Su-30. For ARS item, initially I told you about the ARS item. Now number of items, balance is only 7 items. Remaining items we have already Indianized. Mandatory components, total items involved 5907. Number of items 5004. Already we have Indianized. Balance item 903. You can attack for these items. Then non-mandatory items. This is the 24,398 items. For this, 15,876 already Indianized, balance 8522. And like non-repairable LRUs, this is the number. Next, please. These are the some of the significant achievements of whatever the LRUs we have Indianized. We have taken support of our local vendor, Mr. Sonic Multitech. This is the this is used for control the operation of 3 light installed on one wing and one on the tail, oil charging valves, floodlight brightness control units. For this, we have do the reverse engineering. Then afterwards, we have done the type testing. Then we have taken the approval of Semilac. Since long we are using this item on aircraft, like the ejection seat battery. More than 400 batteries already we are using. Next, please. These are the some of the mechanical items like filter elements, then braking body, suspension brackets. And for this, we don't have metal also. Then we have done the Indianization of metals. Then we have changed the metal. Then we have fabricated this in-house. We have in-house facility, manufacturing facility also. We have manufactured these brackets here. Canopy sealing hose. This we have fabricated through one of our elastomeric engineers, Salem vendor. SNTS, Amphenol Pune has fabricated, manufactured, and approved this SNTS type of connectors. Next, please. And in the field of non-metals and consumable, various type of rubber compounds, more than 80 types of rubber compounds we have Indianized already on chemical milling paint. Then various type of enamels, more than 80 types of enamels we have Indianized through local vendors, plus one vendor from Southfield, Bangalore. Various type of lead star tapes, paint remover. And in the field of raw material also, we have taken the support of Midhani. This titanium alloys we have Indianized through Midhani. And then aluminum bronze alloy, coated electrodes, Ador Pontec, then locking wire, Bharat wire ropes, Mumbai. And casting forging also, we have requirement of casting forging now. And these are the Indians, if we summarize this, these are the opportunity at Nasik for electrical aggregates. These types, 6 types of this aggregates we require. Then mechanical aggregates, sealed beam, 2 types we require. Heat exchange. If you want to come forward for the Indonesian, we will forward you the specification for all these items. You can contact MCCI. Then electrical, electronic spares also, mechanical spares also. Next, please. In the same fashion, for consumable, various type of fabrics, molding materials. In the same fashion, for Koraput also, we require sensors, electromechanical devices, mechanical spares, heat exchangers. Next, please. And in the similar way, Korva, they require the sensors, low voltage power supply units. All these are uploaded in Shijan Defense Portal. Anyhow, if you want to come forward, then please contact. Next, please. And similar way, various type of PCB modules, optical devices for Hyderabad division. And in the Lucknow electromechanical devices, mechanical spares, aggregates for fuel system, hydraulic systems. Next, please. Next, please. And we during Indianization we give the support to vendors. 100% we give the technical support to vendors because to prove the first article inspection and whatever the test facility available at HAL, Nasik, whatever the chemical mechanical test we can do here, we do the support to vendors, and parallelly we do the supply of technical details, Russian documents to vendors so that they can judge the development activity. Then if tool is available, gauges are available with us, then we on returnable basis we supply to vendors. And raw material also, if it is available, we give support to vendors. Next, please. And these are the expectation from industries. We first is the we want timely delivery from your side, and product should be quality type of product, and 100% traceability should be there through documentation, because it is very much required for further order also. And these are the basic requirement from your side. You should have AS9100 or ISO certification is also sufficient for us. You should have skilled manpower like this. Next, please. And these are the aspects to be taken care by vendors. They should understand the RFQ requirement. If any problem comes, they can contact the indenter. They should have complete knowledge of certification procedure. If they want any support from RCMA DGK, they are here with us to support you. Then they should have complete knowledge of tooling requirement. Next, please. And as I told you, this vendor registration is available online also through GEM portal also. If we go in HL eProc, you can do the online registration, and in HL Vendor Master also forms are available. You can directly submit online, or you can forward us the hard copy also. We will do the vendor registration for you. These are some of the challenges, but we are trying to overcome this. Quantity is slightly less, because for ROH project we require we are doing 20 aircraft per year. We are doing 20 aircraft overall, so quantity requirement is slightly less, and sometimes we don't have design data available with us. So we have to go for reverse engineering. Then some of the quality requirements are very stringent, and sometimes development activities take time, because we have to go for endurance testing, flight trials. These are some of the challenges, but we, along with you, we can overcome these challenges. Next, please. And now this is the way forward. There is a strong push for self-reliance from MOD through Atmanirbhar Bharat Abhiyan. So we have started this activity along with you, and we want hand-holding from you. And definitely, if you require any support from HAL, we are always there to support you. Next, please. Thank you very much. Stop share. If you hello.
Yes, sir.
So,
Thank you so
yeah.
much for that presentation, sir.
Thank you, and thank you.
Yeah, so in the interest of time, we won't be able to take any questions right now, but from MCCI side, we'll be very
No
happy to
issue.
coordinate
Through
those questions with
MCCI,
you.
yeah, we'll answer the queries, and
Yes,
kindly give our mail ID to vendors so that
certainly,
they
sir.
can directly contact us. Thank you,
Definitely,
ma'am.
sir. Yes. Thank you
Thank you
so
very
much,
much,
sir.
sir.
Thank you
Thank
for
you.
being with us today. Thank
Thank
you.
you.
For the next presentation, may I invite on stage Mr. Praful Gokakar, Chief Manager, Materials, Mazgaon Docks Limited.
Hello. Hello. I'm audible? Okay. I know it's a lunch time Everybody might be waiting for the lunch, but I will not take much of the time. Thank you very much. Good afternoon, all of you, and thank you very much for sparing your time, and thank you, MCCI, for giving this opportunity to MDL to present ourselves and our products over here. So initially, we have seen the armed forces equipments and materials, what they require. After that, HAL has given their Air Force requirement. Now I will be giving you the naval requirement. Okay. So as you know that MDL is a leading shipyard in India. Okay, right from 250 years, we are working hard, and it has a very long history. Since 1774, you will see in the presentation also. I will just now request, initially I will present one corporate film by which you will understand what things we make, what things we require, and the same thing will be then slow by slow, it will be given in the presentation. So may I have the corporate film?
The world is looking at India, and we are ready with commitment, with quality, with pride, with passion, and with the vision to place India on the world map of warship and submarine construction. We are Mazagon Dock Shipbuilders Limited, the premier warship and only submarine building yard in India. The journey began in 1774 with a small dry dock for repairing ships of the East India Company, and since then, passing through various ownerships, MDL finally came under Government of India in 1960 to commence indigenous production of warships for the Indian Navy, charting a new course for Indian shipbuilding. The new voyage started with the 6 Leander-class frigates built under license from the British Admiralty. The first of this class, INS Nilgiri, was commissioned in 1972. The Leanders were followed by the Godavari-class frigates, the Kukri-class corvettes, 1241RE missile boats, the celebrated Delhi-class destroyers, the Shivalik-class stealth frigates, the Kolkata class of stealth destroyers. In a historic event, unprecedented in its kind, the 3 frontline war platforms built by MDL, namely INS Surat, INS Nilgiri and INS Bagshir, were commissioned by the Indian Navy on 15th January 2025.
ये पहली बार हो रहा है जब एक डिस्ट्रॉयर, एक फ्रिगेट और एक सबमरीन तीनों को एक साथ कमीशन किया जा रहा है। और सबसे गर्व की बात कि ये तीनों फ्रंटलाइन प्लेटफॉर्म्स मेड इन इंडिया है।
These indigenously developed platforms significantly underscores MDL's dedication to the pivotal Atmanirbhar Bharat initiative. This milestone tri-commissioning also signifies the successful conclusion of the prestigious Vishakhapatnam-class destroyer under P-15B and Kalvari-class submarines under P-75 projects. MDL continues its saga of indigenous warship building with the 4 in number highly complex P-17 Alpha-class stealth frigates using integrated construction methodology. The 2nd, 3rd and 4th ship of Nilgiri class, namely Udaygiri, Taragiri and Mahendragiri, have been launched and are at various stages of outfitting. Also, they are indigenously designed by the Indian Navy's in-house organization, Directorate of Naval Design, and constructed by Mazagon Dock Shipbuilders Limited. Mazagon Dock is the only shipyard in the country to have built two types of conventional submarines, namely SSK class and Kalvari class, and it is a matter of great pride for India that the two MDL-built SSK submarines, INS Shalki and INS Shankul, commissioned in the early 90s, are still in service today. MDL is also undertaking the medium refit and life certification of these fine submarines to extend their availability to the nation. In addition, we have also built a variety of commercial and paramilitary craft. Currently, MDL is building 1 training ship, 6 next-generation offshore patrol vessels and 14 fast patrol vessels for Indian Coast Guards. Right up to the late 90s, MDL was in the forefront of fabricating offshore structures and has ventured in this field with the signing of the contract with Messrs ONGC for replacement of subsea pipelines. The last commercial vessels built by MDL were 2 multi-purpose support vessels which were exported to clients in Mexico and the Bahamas. With its consistent efforts to expand into the global export market for marine platforms, MDL has secured an order to design, build and deliver 6 multi-purpose dry cargo vessels for a Danish client. The shipyard has evolved to handle any shipbuilding project with state-of-the-art infrastructure, including a world-class design center with virtual reality and 3D software, a 300-ton Goliath crane, a module shop with a retractable roof, a second wet basin and a submarine assembly workshop for a second line of submarines. We are also developing a 40-acre greenfield shipyard at Nahava, Navi Mumbai. To future-proof our operations, MDL has acquired additional land from the Mumbai Port Authority and is constructing a cutting-edge floating dry dock with a 12,000-ton lifting capacity, enhancing our ability to service and maintain larger vessels. Our workforce is highly talented, trained and motivated, and at MDL, service to the nation is a commitment which is followed with passion. We are the warship and submarine builders of India. We contribute to national security. We participate in nation building. We make in India.
Okay. Thank you for watching this. Actually, this was the overlook. Now I will go through the presentation and I will tell what all things we do, what we are here. So, presentation, please. Okay. This is what we have seen in the corporate film, that we have started from 1774, then we became the public limited company, and then after that we took over this PSU as a PSU, and now we are a Navratna company in 2024, I think so. And we are the leading shipyard for submarines and destroyers. Okay, so this is the overview of the products that which we have made up till now. There are missile boats, Delhi class destroyers, submarines, Scorpion submarines are there, corvettes are there. So missile boats are there, SSK class submarines are there. So Leander class ships are there. So this is what is the portfolio of what we have done for the Indian Coast Guard and all those things, where offshore petrol vessels we are making, we have made in the past also. These are some of the commercial vessels which we have already supplied to the various customers. This is MSV class, Jacob rigs, fishing and other crafts BOF and all those things. So these are the products which we have done in the past. These are the ships for Indian Navy which we have supplied. Destroyers. Last year only we have launched and commissioned all the fours. This frigates. We have already launched all the four vessels, and we have commissioned two of it, and two of it are just about to commission. Submarines, Scorpion class submarines, we have already delivered and commissioned to Indian Navy, and they are working very finely with the Indian Navy. So total 6 submarines we have delivered, and we are expecting some more orders to be given by the Indian Navy. So there is a lot more opportunity for the vendors, all the MSMEs and women entrepreneurs, SC/ST entrepreneurs to participate in the production lineup for upcoming projects. So these are some of the upcoming projects which are there. It's next generation offshore patrol vessels, cadet training ships, and patrol vessels. Okay. So we are also doing the refits of the submarines, medium refits, and even life cycle certification also we do over here. We have some export orders right now going on for the MPV vessels. It's multi-purpose vessels. We are giving it to the Denmark company, exporting this thing. 7,500 DWT cargo vessel is there. These 6 vessels are in process, and there are more 4 vessels to be expected after the delivery of these 6 vessels. So this is what is our overall structure of the MDL, what the facilities we have. We have total 75 acres of land is there, where we are situated, and we have the wet basins, module shops, cradle assemblies, submarine assembly shops. We have dry docks also. We have slipways for launching the vessels. We are also doing the floating dry dock project also, where we can go through this submarine launching. So these are some highly complex platforms and multidisciplinary industries. Defense shipbuilding ka jo hai, these are all things. Key challenge integration and weapons and sensors. Dedication shipyards to the nature defense shipbuilding. So these are the Indian Navy warships building this thing. We have given submarines like this. Indian Navy indigenization plan is there. So Indian Coast Guard project is right now going on. Okay. So I will just go through fast over this. Okay, this is the Srijan portal where indigenization is being done, and we upload all the products which we are going to indigenize on this Srijan portal. And even the ministry is building a database on the Srijan portal, a common database for all the PSUs, where you can get registered with us. If we get registered with the Srijan portal, definitely all the products what you are having will be displayed there, and any PSU or any government authority who needs the supplier for a particular item, you can have a look over it. Okay, opportunities for Make in India. This is the Srijan portal's view screenshot of this. So you can always go on through the Srijan portal and look for the items which are there uploaded by the Mazgadoc Shipbuilders Limited. So these are the initiatives, dedicated department for the indigenization since October 2025, because since this government has taken an initiative to indigenize the things, many of the things are getting now indigenized, and we have a dedicated team for indigenization. So indigenized total 94 items of the ships and submarines in fast track mode. we have already indigenized many of the things, and there are so many things in line to get it indigenized. So a majority of the items are we are indigenizing through MSMEs, and basically this is the chart of indigenization. Project-wise chart is there. Basically, this is P15 Bravo is the Delhi class, P17 Shivalik class, P15 Alpha is Kolkata class, P15 Bravo is Visakhapatnam class, and P17 just now, which we are commissioning all the this thing. So how just see the graph how it is going up and up. So MSMEs have got the lot more opportunities to come to the MDL, get indigenized things, and supply to the Mazgaon Shipbuilders Limited. So this is what is the Atmanirbhar Bharat, what government initiatives have taken, like make one, make two. All these things actually have been told by HAL. The presentation is more or less similar. You know all these things, but still I have to tell you what does it means. So in Make One, 70% is funding is done by the MDL, and 30% funding is given by the vendors who are developing this product. But in this case, we cannot give any commitment to the supplier that okay, we will give the orders to this definitely. But in Make Two, we do not give any funding to the vendors. But if it is developed by these things, but in this case, we give the commitments that yes, we will give the orders for this. And Make 3 is basically we are just licensing the foreign vendors with Indian vendors, and like helping to transfer the technology to the Indian sub vendors. Okay, so there is one more thing, that no cost, no commitment. So you need to develop on your own. You need to show us. If it gets okay, then we can go for further things. But there is no commitment in this also, and there is no funding in no commitment, no cost, no commitment basis. Okay, so these are some of the products. Positive indigenization list is there, which is there on the Citizen portal. Up till now, today we have done so many things. Total items in the PIL are 5,000 to 5,012, and 1,012 are of MDL. So this is the pill. This is the innovation IDEX, innovation platform for the defense sector. So in this case, we help you out in this, but this is on the larger scale, and you can go through the IDEX for developing yourself and prove yourself on this platform. So now this is the screenshot of the IDEX where you can note down and take this. Okay, display of indigenized cells in the house. What we have indigenized, we have displayed these things. Okay. So Make in India, for the government has taken a number of initiatives to increase the indigenous, content in the ship and submarines buildings. So Make in India is one of the such initiatives which has potential to transform India into the manufacturing hub. So these are the contact details where you can contact for indigenizing your products, indigenization products. So this is the indigenization department where we have specifically generated, and you can always connect with them for any indigenized products. So here comes the basic factor, for purchase for MSMEs, MSCs. So in this case, if you see the exclusive purchase from MSC for 358 items. So there is a list of 358 items where they are exclusively reserved for the MSCs only. No other bidder can participate in this. If he participates, he gets rejected. Okay. So second part is that 25% of the annual procurement to be sourced from the MSC, 4% from the MSC owned by SCST, and 3% from the MSC owned by the women entrepreneurs. So basically, government has taken so much initiatives to upbring the SCST and women entrepreneurs. So 25% are to be sourced from them. Means they have given us the instructions to do this procurement from MSCs and basically from SCSTs and women entrepreneurs. So we are much more focusing on these entrepreneurs to come up with us and get the partners with us. So I will say partners only because they are helping us to build our nation and our product. So in this case, in this government has also given certain relaxation to the MSCs, SCST women entrepreneurs, like purchase preference is there. Purchase preference does mean that if suppose a non-MSC vendor is an L1 bidder and a MSC bidder is within the range of L1 plus 15% range. So if he is in the L1 plus 15%, he will get the purchase preference if he matches the L1 price. Means 100 rupees is the L1 cost, and he is a non-MSC, and MSC is having L1 plus 15% of margin. Then in that case, if he matches the price, then he will get the quantity of 25% in case it is divisible. I mean, there are two types this thing. Line items, quantity divisible and non-divisible. Means there are suppose 100 quantity, then 25 quantity will be given to the MSC and rest will be given to the L1 bidders. So if it is non-divisible, in that case, 100% quantity will go to the MSC vendors. Okay, if he matches the prices for that. So that is the items divisible in nature, MSC falling within L1 plus 15% margin and matching the L1 price will award it 25% of the tender quantity. And in case of non-divisible, it is 100%. Okay. So, and other facilities that which are given to the startups and even to the MSC vendors is the exemption of the EMD. Okay. So EMD is the earnest money deposit. Earnest money deposit is basically taken so that vendor will not run away in between only. To punish him or to give to have a security, we are getting the EMDs. But nowadays for MSCs, this exemption has already been given. But this is only for the products or the services. Means suppose a tender is for the product and MSC is the manufacturer of that product and he is giving a declaration on that, then only he will get this EMD exemption. If he is a trader or a service provider, then in that case, that exemption will not be given to them. If the services tender is there, in that case, services or traders will be given the exemption for the EMDs. Okay. So exemption from the turnover, this is a pre-qualification criteria normally in every tender which we put or we have to put. This exemption from the turnover and experience criteria for the non-critical items. And suppose there is a general Cat C item which is not that much critical. In that case, we give the exemptions to the turnovers and experience criteria. There is no tender fee. MDL has on board MSME Samadhan and Sambandh portal. So you can go through this. Okay. Purchase preference and relaxation to the MSCs, that which I have already told. I mean, this is the payment platform where trades has been introduced, and we are registered with these agencies, that is M1 Exchange and Civil Exchange of India. So with this, what happens is if somebody needs the payment earlier, then he can go through this agencies and they can claim the early payments for this. Of course, there is some portion that which these agencies are taking, that exactly I don't know, but there is some portion that which is they are taking in this. Okay, so you can take the phone numbers and all photos for this also. Okay, now this is the Samadhan portal where delayed payment monitoring system is there. You can see here in this Mazgadok shipbuilder 6 number. You can see the delays, anything. These are very lesser in numbers as compared to the other. This is displayed on the Samadhan portal only. So we have taken the screenshot from that also. So procurement from MSCs, what we have done up till now is like this. From 2018-19 to 2025, the taller buildings are been created, and more taller buildings we want to make it. So these are the list of items that which we procure and we need need for the assembly of this product. So we can take down these photographs also. Apart from this, these are the minimum list. Apart from this, there are hundreds of items, thousands of items. So this is for the hull related items. These items are required. And these are for the engineering. These are engineering products where we have walls, insulation material, pumps, compressor, motors, flanges, measuring instruments, bellows, strainers, fasteners, gasket, and fire extinguishers. So these are the electrical items that which we procure normally. So these are the general items also which we require in this, like wood, paint, rubber stamps, gases, tools, chemicals, oils. Generally, we need the grease for the engines, grease for oils for the this thing, even for the internal this thing. We need the building materials because we have total 5 purchase groups where 3 are of for the project related procurement, 2 are for one is for the general yard items, and one is for the internal developmental technical services is there. So all these items, stationery, fax, consumables, printings, these also we procure. But nowadays the tendering may not be there for below 2.5 lakhs or 5 lakhs, or it may be on the GEM direct portal, the direct purchase payment will be there. So these are some of the products, general products which we require. So we do the outsourcing activities of these items, these lines. You can have the fabrication and assembly, like we need to lay down the cables, we need to lay down the pipes. So we outsource the contract for these things. Even for the insurance is there, NDT services are there, painting is there. So we have the lot of rate contracts also for the welding consumables, for the paints. We have the rate contracts for the for this fabrication, in-house fabrication also. Means laborers, contractors bring their laborers and do the fabrication in-house in our facility, and they give these items. So basically now services requirement for the electrical installation and electrical weaponry equipment and connection, laying of the cables, installation, like these things are outsourced from our this thing. So there are services for the outfitting also. Other services, miscellaneous services like riggers are required. So we contract for the riggers also. So this is basically the purchase procedure which we follow. We get the purchase requisition, we tender it out. We have, below 2 lakhs it is through tender box, means manual tenders are there generally. And above 2 lakhs, the tender is done through, a GEM tender or the NIC portal. NIC means e-procurement portal is there. Nowadays, all the procurement is done through the GEM only. Okay, so everybody needs to get registered with the GEM. That is a compulsory thing. Even if it is on the NIC portal, we need the GEM ID to be mentioned in the NIC portal. Okay, so then after that, after opening of the tender, the scrutiny is done. There is a technical scrutiny, there is a commercial scrutiny. In technical scrutiny, we see about the technicalities of your company. In commercial scrutiny, generally we see the, your balance sheet, your other documents like GST, PAN, Udyam registration, and all those things. We go through all those things, and commercial scrutiny is done. After finalizing the commercial and technical both, we open the price bids of qualified vendors. After opening of the price bids, if required, we go for the price negotiation. If it is within the limits of our budget, then we directly go for the placement of order. There is no price negotiation over this. In case of single vendor, if suppose single nomination is there, then in that case, compulsorily we go for the price negotiation. But these cases are very, very few and very less, and only for the specialized items we go for the single vendor situation. After that, award of the contract is done. Award of the contract is done with the due purchase preference or without any purchase preference. But nowadays, GEM itself doesn't allow us to go ahead if it is within the purchase preference range. In this, one thing is actually I want to tell you is MSCs are getting the L1 plus 15%, but in this case, and Make in India policy is also there, where you need to declare your indigenous content. Okay, indigenous content is what out of your product, how much percentage of products are being manufactured in India. So if it is above 50%, then you become a class 1 local supplier. If it is between 20 to 50%, you become a class 2 local supplier. Okay, and below class 2 means below 20 is not allowed. I mean, that supplier is categorically rejected. But if you are a class 2, in this case also you will get the purchase preference. In this case, L1 plus 20% is the range of the purchase preference, where class 1 will get the preference over the class 2. Okay, so this is what I want to tell you. This is the procedure. This is the overlook of our website. You can note down the website also. You can go to the website, find the tenders of your or your product, and you can always participate in the tenders without any registration. Okay, for the open tenders, anybody can participate who is eligible to give that particular product. Okay, these are the work services tenders, EOI and vendor. In the vendor, you can go for the vendor registration form also. This online process is there. You can go on online. You can submit all the documents. After that, you will get a mail from them to submit the original hard copy of the same documents. Okay, and after that, your product you will get registered for 3 years, and with this you will get the EMD exemption for similar type of products. If you are registered with MDL, you will get EMD exemption in this case also. This will be only for the similar type of products. So this is the again overview of the MDL portal, where we have so many procurement facilities over there. So this is what the vendor registration process is there. So you can have a look of this. You can take the photographs also, how the vendor registration is done, submission of the application through SR&R section. We have an SR&R, supplier relationship and registration section, where exclusively we make the vendors to submit their documents and get registered with us. So this is scrutiny is done, technical, financial, legal, user department for the scrutiny. Then after scrutiny of the SR&R division, you send your profile to the user departments, whichever is there, maintenance is there, design, pipe shop, where your product will get suited or will be procured by them, because requirement is given by the user only. So from there only we get, okay, this vendor can be registered. So after that, we award the registration certificate. This is what the documents required for registration. You can note down this list of documents required for the registration. Even on the portal also we have mentioned what documents are required for this. So I hope everybody has taken these photographs. So this is what the advantages are there for getting registered with us. EMD exemption is there, tender intimation you will get, consideration during the limited tendering. You can exemption from the submission of few pre-qualification documents also, because shop establishment and GST and this and that, you need not have to submit in this. So this is what the conclusion. The MSCs are nerve centers and of the defense. So basically, we are focusing on the MSCs and innovation, collaborate, manufacture, exports. Let's get together to build a self-reliant naval power of India. So these are some of the things we have done, and thank you very much for listening to me very patiently and calmly. Thanks a lot.
Thank you very much, sir. That was very insightful. So we're not taking any Q&A right now. We have these companies to meet us after lunch for the one-on-one meetings. Our final presentation for the day is Bharat Earth Movers Limited, BEML. May I invite on stage Mr. Ramkrishna Gautam, Senior Manager, Sourcing and Marketing, Defense.
So good morning to all delegates. So I am Ramkrishna Gautam from BML Limited, and I welcome you all to this wonderful platform provided by MCCIA to have an introduction. I will start with my presentation, and as you already know, HAL has given a wonderful movement on air. MDL has given a movement on sea, and now BML. It is not fascinating, but it is essential movement on land. So we have been incorporated in 1964, carved out from HAL only, and we are working in 3 segments. It is defense and aerospace, mining and construction, and rail and metro. So our company being owned by 54% by Government of India and another 46% by public. And presently we are having a turnover of around 4,000 crores. I know personally few vendors who are having turnover more than us, and we are a partner with them. So it's so great to work with our vendors. And just I want to introduce how our company evolved with various innovative products through this long journey of 60 years. So we started in 1964 with a need to have an earth-moving infrastructure building projects. So we started with earth-moving equipments, rail and coaches. So apart from that, slowly, as you know, various war scenarios were there, and we were totally dependent on foreign sources for our defense needs. So Government of India gave us opportunity to divulge into defense equipments, and we rapidly went to develop mobility vehicles, BMP transmissions, armored recovery vehicles. And we supported our defense with these equipments. Actually, it is not a fighting equipment, but supporting equipments which are being used in defense. Then later on, to modernize our transportation systems, we divulge into metro cars. And now we are working with driverless metro also. We have got orders for driverless metro in Bangalore. So later on, with some kind of aerospace products also, we are started developing some shells of various missiles, and the rockets we are manufacturing, fabricating. And latest, we are working for this 1500 HP engine of main battle tanks of T-90. And it is a very prestigious project for us. And we are working to have vendors who can work with us for this engine manufacturing. And we may together explore the future possibilities altogether. So apart from India, we are also expanding to the various needs and exporting our equipments to various other countries. Basically, earth-moving machineries we export to other countries. And even to our neighboring countries, we export some kind of railways products. We have our manufacturing unit at Bengaluru, where we manufacture rail products. In Mysuru, where we have tired products like haul packs and motor graders, basically for mining construction equipments. And at KGF, we have crawling equipments, which may include ARVs and bulldozers, excavators. And in Palakkad, dedicated for defense products. Apart from that, we have our zonal offices, regional offices, and district offices all over India. And I may tell that whatever vendors who are available anywhere, they can visit our offices at any place, and they will be supported by BML. And basically at Pune, we have a special team dedicated to develop vendors. So to take care of all the businesses, we have diverged into 11 SBUs. It is mining, construction, H&P, armored vehicles, high mobility vehicles, aerospace, engines, commuter rail, metro rail, and international business, where we are exporting equipments to other countries. It is in Delhi. And sustenance. Sustenance is a basic importance to support our products after equipment is being sold. So there is a special SBU. We will be looking after sustenance of these all equipments which are being supplied. So our key strength, I think, apart from BML, we need that our vendors may be also having this strength, so that they may bolster our strengths to the products. We have a very diverse business portfolio, where all vendors can have some kind of contributions to us. We have an R&D facility where at KGF, where we may work on new products. We have various partnership with academia, even a technology partnership with global firms are being made. We have a complete India presence. Actually, we are manufacturing 1500 HP MBT engine, which is a prestigious project for us. And as you know, we have recently supplied one number prototype Vande Bharat Sleeper Express trains to Indian Railways. And we have orders in line for this Vande Bharat Sleeper projects. In mining and construction, we have a 180-ton electric excavator, which is already working. 205-ton dump trucks. It's very huge dump trucks, which are being utilized by mining industry. We are self-reliant, and we are having export business in more than 17 countries. And if you know that we are not simply having a preferential allotment of projects, we are gaining that projects with competitive pricing from our government of India or our customers. So this is the various products being manufactured by BML. You can have that look on it. So many products are there, and I invite all our vendors to contribute to our products and make it of good quality. So it is divided into 3 segments: defense and aerospace, where we are looking into high mobility vehicles, combat mobility vehicles, various aggregates of BMP and T-72 tanks. Aircraft towing tractors are there, weapon loaders are there, and casings for missiles and rockets are there. For mining and construction, a huge range of products are there, from dozers to excavators, haul packs, mining shovels, and water sprinklers. Some of our products are even working into the coldest area, like snow cutters. For rail and metro, we have already supplied metro projects to Delhi, Bangalore. We are supplying to Mumbai. And a few EMU coaches and MEMU coaches we are supplying to Indian Railways. And our latest addition is Vande Bharat Sleeper projects, which we are giving to Indian Railways. This chart shows that BML vendor base, and out of this, around 58% of our vendors are MSMEs, and there is a huge lot of opportunities for all vendors to come with us. We are having our office at Pune in Shivaji Nagar. So we will be just come have a meeting with us, and we will also try to visit your factories and have a partnership with you for various other products. So our procurements are increasing every year through MSME vendors. Presently, it is now around 700 crores. So we can provide a good number of purchase orders for developing various items. Basically, we have a requirement for all these kind of aggregates, electrical, electronic systems. There is a requirement of fabrication systems, composites for metros and railways. We have requirement of extrusion hardware. Actually, you have to register for what kind of product you can supply to us. So this is polymer springs, glasses, machining, castings, and forgings. So I will prefer that some kind of things like polymers and all, we are not getting sufficient vendors. For machine components, we are getting so many vendors. So I will like to invite the people who can work on polymers and extrusions like thing. So already all this registration process has been explained by HAL and MSME. First of all, I will prefer that if you will go with ISO certification, it will be better. And then Udyam registration, everyone is having, not an issue. And there is all these procurement activities we are going through GEM. And there is a presentation by GEM tomorrow. So I will request everyone to attend that GEM presentation. And every PO what we are placing is through GEM. So if GEM registration is there, then it is mandatory to get orders from BML. This is the indigenization percentage what we are having with on our equipments, and approximately for every equipment we have more than 80% of indigenization available with us, with support of our vendors, indigenous vendors who are supplying all these spares to us. This is the list of defense equipments for which there is a lot of scope to work in armored recovery vehicles. Like we have an indigenization up to 54% only. We will support our vendors to extend this indigenization content and work, develop or reverse engineer some products so that it can be fitted onto our equipments, like track with mine plow, surface mining, clearing systems, and armor recovery vehicles. This is indigenization content percentage of rail and metro projects, in which depending upon the requirements of metro companies, we are providing them indigenization up to 100% in conventional main rail MEMU units, but still for metro projects we have indigenization up to 50 to 60% only, and we want that vendors may come for this and increase that content. Here are a few products which we need to be developed in India. Presently we are importing from outside. All these products are specifically listed on Srijan portal. So you may have a look. For metro rail, we have gearbox assembly, a battery system, earth brush assembly, this dampers, plug, panels. I think more than these details are available on Srijan portal. Engine, electronic control systems, ECUs are not being made in India, it's being imported right now. Compressors, even steering cylinders. Actually, we are getting steering cylinders, but the quality is not as required by defense standards. FIPs, switches, and relays. So here is the detail of Srijan portal, where I will advise you to register there also and have a complete view of all the products what we need from industry. Some of the major things what we are asking spares are for ARV, HMVs, and 100 and 1500 HP engines. So thank you. Thank you for giving attention to this presentation.
Thank you so much, Mr. Ramakrishna. It was very insightful to know about different indigenization and vendor development process and procedures. With this, we conclude today's vendor development session. We'll be meeting at 2:30 for one-to-one meetings with select industries. That will happen behind this auditorium, but at 2:30. So we request all of you to visit the exhibition. Request you for for one more minute of your attention, please.
I just want to announce one thing that my colleagues, Mrs. Anjali Polaste is doing her PhD in Mumbai University, and she is specifically doing the PhD on the women entrepreneurs, and she is doing the survey for this. Means what women entrepreneurs are facing the problems, or are they having the knowledge of any government schemes and all those things. So if anyone is who are our women entrepreneurs, may please contact her. Please stand up, Mrs. Anjali. Yeah. So we have one-to-one interactions. So in that case, you can come down there, and you can have a survey on this. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. So we'll meet at 2:30 p.m. Please visit the exhibition area and make the most of the networking opportunities. Thank you so much.